Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your bi-weekly reading. We're doing the 1st of May through to the 14th of May 2020. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe. So I'm going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot. I haven't used this one in a long time. Really love this deck, so I thought I'd get it out today and use this one. Spiritual advice, guys, comes from either the Psychic Tarot by John Holland or the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Okay, guys, let's get shuffling. Okay, hi Scorpio. So we've got the cards down. Let's have a look at what's being said here then. So the energy that you're facing over the next couple of weeks is, wow, the Two of Cups. So this could be something about the energy around you is love. It could be love. It could be a partnership. It could be I mean, we're living in really strange times that none of us have really lived through at all, in the whole planet, practically, unless you're 100 or something. But yeah, the majority of us haven't lived through what we're living through now. We've always had, most people, not everybody, but most people have always had kind of freedom. But there's, some of you guys could be coming together with others in the next 2 weeks with the Two of Cups energy. It could be about a relationship. It could be about a partnership. It could be about a contract. It could be about a reconciliation with the Two of Cups energy. What's influencing this? The Emperor. So it feels like you've got the reason that this is happening, one of the influences is because of the Emperor. So it may be that there's a law or there's some form of because the Emperor represents laws, and it's like a hierophant in a way, but on a smaller scale. It's like a local government type thing, establishment. So there could be the establishment. It could be influencing this as an establishment figure or a powerful figure, maybe that's influencing this. So it might be that there's a powerful figure who's establishing, maybe there's some form of an agreement here. So maybe you're experiencing this because this is all about an order. So an order or some form of, legislation or order or some form of, rule that's been kind of established or put in there with the Emperor energy. This is why this is coming about, because of the Emperor. So the Emperor would often be the decision maker. He'd be somebody who rules, that type of thing. So it could be as a result of an order being established here with the Emperor energy that we've got this kind of an agreement or the coming together of you and others. Let's have a look at what the root issue is. What's this all about? Well, the Six of Wands, there's a victory here. There's success here. There's the overcoming of something. So I just feel that within the next 2 weeks, we're overcoming something here with the Six of Wands energy. And this overcoming and this success that we're experiencing here is going to allow for this Emperor to start establishing a rule here in which maybe we can start coming together with others, for example. So this could be something to do with what's going on and the relaxation of rules and that type of thing. That's what it feels like. How are you, what have you been experiencing in the last few weeks, Scorpio? The Eight of Cups. So you may have been experiencing, distance with others with the Eight of Cups energy. It may be in the last few weeks that you have emotionally disconnected from certain things, or you've had to let go of certain things with the Eight of Cups, or maybe there's been just like a complete sort of change of life within the last few weeks with the Eight of Cups energy. And how are you approaching everything? When this comes to, well, you're hopeful with the Star. You're approaching everything as the Star was, very hopeful, very positive, very optimistic with that Star energy showing here, which is quite a nice reading actually. And therefore, what will the most likely outcome be, Scorpio? Wow, the Ace of Coins. So, who knows? This could be a job, for example. It could be anything, couldn't it? Because it may be that the most likely outcome is that you're establishing a new kind of grounded beginning here with the Ace of Coins energy showing here. I mean, if this is anything to go to, to do with what's going on at the moment, we could easily read it and say, this is about a rule that's being implemented, the Emperor, in which people can now come together because maybe, what's going on now, there's success with this now, things are starting to look pretty good. You may have experienced some distance in the recent past, which we have, the social distancing thing, and you guys are feeling very hopeful. But then by the same token, we could say, well, maybe it's about career or something like that, in which you're experiencing togetherness with others with the Two of Cups energy because of an Emperor. or because of something that's been established here between you and another individual. The root cause of this is because something's been quite successful, or you've overcome something, allowing for that partnership to grow or for a partnership to be established here. You might have walked away from something in the recent past, but you're hopeful, showing here with the star. It might be that the most likely outcome is that you're building a new grounded beginning, or you're receiving something new, or there's money coming in, or it's a new job or something like that. Coming in though, what have we got? So we've got, what's that doing there though? So coming in though, the next 2 weeks, I mean, based on all of this energy, we're seeing the Ace of Coins. So receiving money, new grounded beginning, with the Ace of Coins energy showing here, starting to develop something new with the Ace of Coins energy showing here. It's also, this is a very good card to get, because it just feels like something new and grounded is being established here as a result of all of this energy here. But in reality, what's coming in is that there's a little bit of discontentment here with the Four of Cups energy showing here. And how is this evolving? What's it evolving towards? It's almost like you're resilient to do something here. So it's almost like something is offered here, or there is a way out of a situation for Scorpio, but it's almost like in reality you're reluctant to take it, because what I'm seeing here is that it feels like through some kind of order or establishment or somebody in a place of power, you're able to come together with something, because it's influenced by the Emperor. The reason that you are experiencing this over the next couple of weeks, Scorpio, is because of that Emperor there. All right, and it's to do, the root cause is because something's been successful. So it's almost like something's been successful, so the Emperor says, okay, yeah, either, you can come together with others, or, I'm engaging you in like a new contract because of, I like what I've seen with the Six of Wands. Things look successful here, and, this is very good here as well. As a result of everything, the most likely outcome will be you're receiving something, or something is good to go with that Ace of Coins energy. You're building, you're developing something new, perhaps, showing here, whether it's job, money, whatever it is. But I'm just feel that coming in reality, and you're hopeful here. So based on these energies here, it would kind of say to me that we've got the green light on a situation here, Scorpio. It just feels like you've got the green light on something, but you're very positive, and this is a very important position, because this often shows how things are going to go as well. So I just feel that, saying that how you're approaching all of this is from a very positive and optimistic viewpoint with the star energy. But I feel that in reality, for me, this looks like Scorpio doesn't want to take a risk, or you're not interested in this energy here. It's almost like you're saying, no, I don't want this. And it's leading to you having the strength to hold back maybe on something that is offered to you. I'm going to clarify that in a moment. I'm going to ask why you're having the strength to hold back. Because it feels like it's either something to do with, you could have been offered a partnership. It might be a relationship. It might be a job. Everything looks good. This person definitely, whoever this is, whether it's an establishment or a person, they're definitely very interested, I think, in engaging you. Or they're very interested in having you engage with others. That's what I think is happening here. All right, and judging by this area here, it looks like it's, you've got this new grounded beginning that you're going to be building here, or you're receiving something here as a result of this person here, who either wants to engage you, or who either wants you to engage with others. But for some reason, I think you're turning it down, Scorpio, with the Four of Cups. You're saying, actually, I don't really want to do this. And it's leading to you having the strength and the fortitude to hold back. And I just want to see why. Why is Scorpio holding back? Why is Scorpio holding back? 1 to 2 cards. Why are they holding back? Give me one card to start off with. Because of the Empress. Something growing. Something being created with the Empress energy. Something is growing, showing here with the Empress energy showing up there. Something is growing. What is growing though? Because you're holding back, and I would read this as along with this card is that you are declining. It feels like you're declining an opportunity to come together with a person, or to come together with others, or you're declining a contract, because it's a number 2 in the center here. So this is partnership, this is relationships, these are contracts, these are agreements. And it feels like you're being offered something of that ilk on the reading, Scorpio. But it feels like with that Four of Cups there, in reality, you decline it. And it's leading to you kind of remaining, being very strong in that decision there. So withholding, being very, being very kind of careful, and because the Strength card also means to resist, so it's leading to you resisting whatever it is that this Emperor is offering here because of the Empress. Maybe one of the things could be that you're just comfortable the way that you are. Maybe you're just comfortable with the way that you are here. Okay, maybe you're comfortable with the Empress energy. It's not always about creating. I think it's just simply that you're comfortable with what you have or where you are. Because they often with the Empress, I will use the word comfort as well, because it's a comfortable card. She's very comfortable with what she has. So we're going to leave it at that card and say the reason that I feel that you're going to be withholding whatever this offer is, because I'm seeing there's either, you know, an offer of coming together with others, or it could be that you're being offered an agreement or a contract or a relationship, whatever the case is for you, Scorpio. But I think you'll turn it down with that Four of Cups, okay? And it's going to lead to you kind of resisting with that Strength energy, because I just think that you're comfortable with the way that things are. I think you're comfortable with whatever's going on with you right now. What are your hopes or fears? Okay, so I would read the Moon card probably as being a fear showing up here, because you can read the Moon card as a hope if it's to do with kind of like a dream, but it's a very passive card. It's the Moon. The Moon doesn't really do anything. I often read it as being a very much a mood card. So the Moon card could be like, I'm depressed today, or I'm anxious today, or you know, I'm fearful today. But as an action card, it can be that things are underhanded. So maybe the fear is that you just don't know enough about this situation, or maybe the fear is that this person, whoever this Emperor is, maybe they're not telling you everything. Maybe this is too good to be true. Maybe there are things underneath the surface that you just don't know about. Maybe there are too many things that don't add up and it just looks too good to be true. So some of you guys kind of say with the Strength energy here, actually I think I'm going to hold back from this agreement thing here, because I think I'm going to be comfortable where, you know, I'm comfortable the way that I am. I mean, this could be anything from, you know, especially if the most likely outcome is receiving money, this could be about getting a loan for some of you guys. You know, it could be a case of, you know, what you're facing is an agreement, and that agreement is brought on by an Emperor, an establishment. And why are they, you know, why is there a contract or an agreement coming from this Emperor? Well, maybe you passed a credit check, Six of Wands. Maybe you were successful, and maybe in the recent past you've been searching for something. Maybe you've been searching for a loan, Scorpio. And you're very hopeful here, and the most likely outcome is you get the loan. Ace of Coins. I'm just giving you an example. You get the money, and then it could be, but in reality, you say, actually, there's the loan. Can you see the Emperor? The Emperor is behind. The Emperor's hand is here. He's offering you this. So it's almost like, but however, in reality, coming in, and this is also what's interesting about the Four of Cups and the Strength card, is that they're very similar when it comes to people who are resisting things. So the Four of Cups is about resisting temptation as well. So coming in, Scorpio, it would be that you would be resisting temptation, though in reality, even though you could get this thing, you'll resist it. And it's leading to strength. So having the strength to withhold, you know, to hold back. The passion is the line. So to hold, that's you, Strength. The lady's name is Strength. And that's the passion. So this is you kind of with, you know, saying, I don't really want this thing actually. So in reality, even though you could have this, I see you holding back on this Four of Cups. However, you say, you know, I know that for example, I could get this loan, but I think I'm going to hold back on that with the Four of Cups. I'm going to kind of, you know, I'm going to ignore the temptation that the Emperor establishment gives to me, because I know that I need to resist and hold back on the desire with the Strength energy to have what I want. And it's because I think, and for me, the Empress is the card about gratitude as well, and just being grateful for what you have. So it will also be because you're not just holding back on the passion and the desire to have things. It's also, for some of you guys, it might be that, you know, I think I'll resist this because, you know, I'm kind of comfortable with what I have. It's not too bad. I'm kind of happy where I am. So whether this was resisting a new job offer or resisting a loan, or there's something here I think is being resisted here, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is, you're resisting it. And I think one of the reasons why you're resisting it is because with the Moon energy showing here, there's a lot of unanswered questions, and you fear the unknown as well. What if I make a mistake? What if I do this thing, but it ends up being the wrong thing to do? So I think that you'll end up resisting it. Now, from these energies here, where you could have something here, whether it were a job, whether it were a loan, whatever the case is, whether it's starting to build a relationship with someone, whatever the case is, you could have it. The most likely outcome based on this, and you're very hopeful of it, You could have it. The most likely outcome would be that, which is nice. However, in reality, you reject it, the Four of Cups. You turn down temptation and you're resisting the urge to go. It's leading to you absolutely 100% with the major arcana of strength, resisting the urge to have this thing because you're comfortable the way that you are. Where is this going to lead to as a result? Yeah, Nine of Cups. Just satisfaction and happiness and contentment. What a lovely ending to the reading. Sometimes we don't need stuff, do we? Sometimes, and the lovely thing is well, if we were to read the moon as well as a good card, the hope would be that you would be tapping into your intuition, that your gut reaction would be right. Okay, especially, I don't know what card would show that. I haven't pulled another card with that. But if we had a justice card with that, for example, that may be your intuition, because the moon is also a card about intuition. So it may be that the fear would be that you accept something from whoever this person is or whoever this company is, whatever it is. But, you know, your fear would be, well, you know, what if I'm doing the wrong thing? What if I make a mistake? What if I don't know enough? What if they're hiding stuff? What if this is too good to be true? But the hope would be, my hope is that I'm making the right decision and I'm tapping into my intuition in the right way. And I think you are, because where it's leading to is the Nine of Cups. So say, for example, it was a loan, for example, for some of you guys, and you could get the loan, but then you decide to resist temptation off the loan, and it's leading to you resisting the urge and resisting the fire and the desire to have this money or whatever it is, because you say, you know what, actually I think I've got enough, I'm okay, I'm comfortable enough. It's going to lead to the Nine of Cups. Not just happiness and contentment. You may actually get whatever it is you want, maybe in a different way, because the Nine of Cups also means wishes being fulfilled. So maybe the wish will be fulfilled in another way, for example, in the long run. So maybe you turn down something, but you get it come back to you in another way with that Nine of Cups energy. So I think wishes, whatever it is that you're wanting, but you feel it's not the right time to take it, which I think is what this reading is, Scorpio. That what we have here is that, we'll quickly do the reading again, that you're facing an agreement or a contract or a relationship or whatever the case is with that. It's two people on it, so it's often agreement, partnership, contract, relationships. That's what it is, okay? And it's because the Emperor has decreed, yes, you can have it. Or, you know, I'll give you the contract, or I'll give you the agreement, or I want to be a part of this, because it feels to me like you've passed the test in one way or another with this individual or this group or this business here. And it feels like you were searching for something for a long time over the last few weeks. And you were very hopeful of getting it with the star. And that's why the most likely outcome would be, based on all of that, yeah, you get what you want. You get the loan, you get the money, you get the job, you get the, you know, the commitment, whatever it is. However, I do feel that there'll be second, in reality, you guys, you're kind of like having second thoughts, and you're kind of like, actually, I know that I could have this cup. This Emperor here is offering me this cup. I know I could have this thing, but I think I'm going to turn it down. I think I'm going to release any temptation. You don't want to be tempted any longer. And I think it's leading towards you resisting, okay? Resisting the urge to do this, to accept this. Because I think that you're saying to yourself, actually, I don't need this thing that's being offered to me. I don't really need it. I'm happy as I am, and actually, I'm grateful for what I have, and I'm comfortable where I am, because I see this, the card, as being comfortable. So some of you guys are like, actually, I'm getting you kind of having second thoughts, and you're saying, actually, do I really need it though? No, I think I'll resist temptation here because I'm comfortable here as I am. I'm okay, I'm doing all right. And one of the reasons will be because your fears are that, you know, what if I'm getting myself into something that along the track isn't going to be so good with the moon card? You know, what if I'm making, what if what I want here is just simply an illusion here? What if it's just simply, you know, a reaction to what I'm experiencing in my life right now, but it doesn't really have a strong enough foundation for me to, you know, involve myself in it, partake in it, you know, take it, you know, it's all of those things with the moon card. But then you say, well, but my hope would be that I would be tapping into this intuition in the right way. And I think you are, because leading up from these two energies here, where things are leading is the Nine of Cups. Not only are you feeling good about yourself, you're feeling happier, you're feeling more content, because you made a decision based on, I would say, logic rather than emotion. Because with strength, what I like about the strength card as well is that it's about holding back on the passion. So it's about resisting certain things. Self-control is the strength card as well. So, you know, if you're tempted by certain things, but the strength card can show up and say, well, there is a need for you to control your urges, because the lion is the urge. The lion wants to go wild. The lion wants to, you know, gives in to its passions, to its desires. But here you guys are, the human side of this, saying, actually, let me think about this. I don't really want to give in to this because I'm comfortable as I am. So I think the really good thing is that in the long term, Scorpio, you're going to be feeling a lot happier because you made a decision based on logic rather than emotion, even though fire energy isn't usually about logic, but certainly for me it's about logic, the human side of strength. So for me, what I really like about this reading is that in the long term, you're happier, you're more contented, but also in the long term, whatever it is, because whatever it is that is offered to you is what you wanted. You were searching for it for a while. You had actually been actively looking for it because you got the Eight of Cups there in the recent past. So I think that whatever this is, you'd been searching for quite a while, and you get it. You have the potential to get it. But then I think, you know what, actually, when you get it, you don't want it, because I think there's a realization here, Scorpio. You're kind of saying to yourself, oh, but do I actually need it? And that's when you say, I don't need it, I'm okay as I am. And I think that because of that energy, the universe is just going to bring you the very same thing that you wanted, but let go in a different way. So you're going to have what you want, but you're going to get it in a different way, and in a way that kind of makes you feel good, and in a way that makes you feel like, yeah, I can accept it now. There's something here, I think, in the next 2 weeks that you can't accept because it's the wrong way to, it's you're taking it, but it's not the right way to get it. I think that's what it is. I think there's something here that's going to come to you, but you'll probably turn it down because you don't feel it's the right time to take it, or it's being taken in, you're taking it from the wrong person, or it's being taken in the wrong way. But it was going to come back round again. You're going to get the same opportunity to get this thing again, but it will be gotten in the right way with that Nine of Cups, which is great. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is for you, the spiritual advice. Universe, Spirit, what is the spiritual advice that you have for Scorpio on this reading? What's the spiritual advice that you have for them in 2 cards? So, sacrifice, the Hangman. This is representative of the Hangman. So sacrifice showing here, and rest and rejuvenate. So rest and rejuvenate. I think this might be the Four of Swords energy showing here. So I just feel, even though this is called sacrifice, the Hangman is also about just letting go. So I think the spiritual advice is that this, for the next 2 weeks, just let go. You know, if you've got kind of things that are building up on your mind, if you're worrying or overly worrying about certain things, the best thing to do is just give it up to God, which is what the Hangman really is. Just give it all up to God. Just let it go. Let it go, and just with the Four of Swords energy, just relax. And, you know, just take time out and, you know, spend time in meditation. He looks like he's meditating. Hands are out. He's out in nature, that type of thing. So just let go and let God, and take time out to relax over the next few weeks, over the next couple of weeks, okay? And you'll find that whatever it is that's bothering you, Scorpio, that it will be alleviated. But the more that you push, the more it becomes a problem, and the more that the resolution of a situation is going to be more difficult to find. Whereas if you just let go, I think also with the Four of Swords energy, a solution will come to you in the end with the Four of Swords, which is quite nice, which is what I think you guys are doing here. All right, that's a lovely reading, Scorpio. Thank you. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like your own private reading, click on the link in the comments section or in the end screen. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.